So what's up? Pretty good week. I'm over here hanging out at the house, back at the house, back in the studio, and guess what? I'm back to the Thursday night live at 7 p.m. Central Time. So, it's been a while. I hope that y'all wrote down a lot of questions. Once people get in here and they start driving with it and asking a lot of questions, because, I want to use this time that I do my lives on Thursday night to answer some of the questions that y'all may have. Also, I would like to get some of my special guests on here on Thursdays. I brought Thomas Tennessee Flatbedder, and he came on and he could answer some flatbed questions that I could not. I've also had Primetime Fitz on here before. He's able to answer some questions, and it's good to get a different opinion of stuff that's going on. And it's been good since I've been back. I've tested out one guy. I took a guy over the road. So let's talk about this. So the whole thing was they wanted us to take guys over the road, which I'm fine with. That's cool. Let's take them over the road. They said, hey, you take the guys over the road, they're going to do better. They're going to be more prepared for your test. Well, the guy I took over the road, he had a retest. So, was he more prepared for the test? As for the driving part, yes. As for the backing part, I think that if I would have been in town more, he needed more pad time is what I believed happened. I believe that he was unconfident in his backing, and we need to get that confidence more built up. It was taking more days in town, and I gave him a lot of days in town. Trust me, I gave him lots of days in town. So we did a lot of work in town, and we went over the road together. I was with the guy for, 16, 17 days. And unfortunately, on his test, he made a bad pull-up and completely not what I've taught him, and he failed, unfortunately. But that's okay because he came back on his next test and he passed. But still, I just want to say, they said we would turn out better students. I don't believe that it was 100% true. I think that we were turning out great students, whether we take them over the road or not. So, I can do more work in certain areas if I'm in town, is what I got to say. Tennessee Flatbedder. So, I was just talking about you. I was all like, man, it's good to see you, have you on the channel. You can answer those flatbed questions. We'll have to do another live together too. Trucking along with Kiersey. Kiersey's out there over the road running some freight right now, doing TNT. Hopefully she's back pretty soon because we have PSDs out here, and it's time for her to get back in that groove of doing PSDs. And I'll tell you what, Kiersey has really, really exceeded what I believe that she thought she could do. I thought that she was all like, man, I would be good at PSD training. I would be good at it. But I did not think that she really, really took the concept of how good she was going to be. And she's doing great out here, and she is changing people's life. And I know she's happy and she's feeling it. So, that's great for you, Kiersey. Get back out here. Keep up the good work. Hey, Kenworth Ryder. What's going on, man? Been doing good? Test out. And he says he tests out on Sunday. So I met Kenworth Ryder. Pretty cool guy. He tested out Saturday. He has a good trainer, and, it was cool meeting him. It was awesome meeting him. He's been on my channel for a while, so it was really cool meeting him. Hans, what's going on? Hans says hello. Bad pull-up. All right, so what he did was he pulled up in a way that I've never taught him to pull up. He was doing an alley dock, and he completely pulled up to where he was way far from the box. And I always tell him, hey, if you can get anywhere near the box, I can teach you a pull-up to fix it. If you pull up way away from the box, you're kind of on your own until you get it back to the box. So do whatever it takes to get it back to the box. That's what I mean when he made a bad pull-up. 90% of people fail because of bad pull-ups. So on the test, 90% of people fail because of bad pull-ups, because they do exactly what their trainer told them not to do, or they did not pull up the way that their trainer told them to. In that case, you get yourself into a gray area. Once you're in that gray area, you're completely away from all the training you had, and you got to do whatever it takes to get it in there. Peg leg, it's about time you get in my live again, man. It's been a while. I seen you on Fubar Friday. I seen you on there. But it's been a while since you've been in here. Probably because I haven't done a live in a while. Han says, I'm being recruited by Prime Inc. Hey, when's that start? Probably as soon as you get Kiersey for your trainer. What's up, Hans? Hansel. Yep, and I'll do quit. Awesome. So Tennessee Flatbedder says he'll answer any questions also in the chat if y'all have some flatbed questions come through. Kiersey's a super trucker. She says, oh, thanks. I appreciate that. I enjoy it. Yes. And I bet like it feels so good changing people's life. It really does, man. You see somebody come here and say, I had nothing. And then you give them the power to better their life. And, you know, it really does feel good as an instructor. What's going on, Isaac's dad? Mike Beat, I'm about to finish my TNT. I'm 27,000 miles. What's the upgrade process like? All right, so once you finish your miles, you're going to get put on a list to come get a truck. Now, as soon as they have a truck available for you, that's when they bring you to the yard. So unfortunately, you'll still be on your trainer's truck till you get to the top of the list. Once you get to the top of the list, you come in, you take a safety course. It's in the morning, safety course. You got to listen to safe driving tips, stuff like that. Then you take a little backing simulator on the test. If you get motion sickness or you're not doing good on the backing simulator on the test, they bring you to the training pad where you can do it with a real live examiner. He'll be able to have you drive around the pad or around town, whatever, and back into a spot. And that's it. So if you know how to back, it's a breeze. Then you'll get your truck, do a bunch of CBTs, all kinds of stuff. I don't know who that is, Hans. Prime's hiring students again yet. Yes, Prime is hiring students. The class sizes have been, from what it seems like, the class sizes have been picked up. From what I understand, it's like class sizes of like 80. So we're not at the 100 or something like that crazy, but the class sizes are brought back up to like 80. Cash, what's going on, my man? I see your comments, bro. I see your comments. You're doing your research, trying to find the best company for you, and you're out there watching my videos, putting those comments in. I like that. At least in Pittston. Yeah, we're hiring here in Springfield too. Yeah, Pittston and Springfield. Oh, you've been house setting in a bad phone area, huh? Hey, does house setting pay good? But yeah, I was I was looking at YouTube. I was watching some YouTube videos out there of different people on YouTube. And one of the videos popped up was driver lineup. And man, I was looking at his channel and going, man, is this true? He's got 2 trucks and he was building his own fleet. I couldn't believe it whenever I heard the news, but I'm happy for him. He's going to do what he loves to do. You know, I hope it all works out. I hope he does great, but you know, just something I was thinking about just now is like, I've actually been doing some research. I've been checking out people's channels. I've been watching some old videos. I've been watching some new videos. I've been watching a lot of stuff on YouTube here lately. Like, I did not know that Prime has so many YouTubers. I was like, oh, wow, we got a ton of people doing YouTube. So I was watching a lot of them, and like, I see a lot of people out there that are just being honest. So like, you have guys telling you like open book, like, hey, Prime almost fired me. And then in the next video, Prime asked me to resign or get fired, and they're pretty much telling their story, and you're kind of learning from their experience. Like, I watched this guy and he talked about how he blew through a weight station and he got pulled over 25 times in the past 5 years. Like, that's a lot of times getting pulled over. Learn from that. Like, learn, hey, what do I need to do not to get pulled over? Don't blow past the weight station. Pay attention to your signs, stuff like that. Now, I did feel for the guy because, like, I'm all like, dude, come on, man. Like, get your stuff together. I hope you get your stuff together. Like, come on. Keep your head up. Do better. Pay more attention. But unfortunately, I saw in his last video, they let him go. And I felt bad for him. And I watched that video too. It's crazy, though. Yeah, Kenworth Ryder, he is keeping his fleet. He has 2 trucks. And who knows, he might get some more trucks. He might put some more trucks out there. Yeah, he's still running his trucks. Hans with the super chat. Thank you. Hans, did you get your hat? I forgot to ask you if your hat came in and if you liked it. Hans was one of the guys that got the hat. And I do appreciate the weekly donation for coffee and energy drinks. Pegleg says, are the truck manufacturers getting trucks out now and house setting for my parents? Oh, your parents ain't going to pay you to house set. But yeah, as far as I know, I've been seeing a lot of trucks out there on what's it called? The old drop yard we used to have out there. The drop yard over there by Success Leasing. I have seen so much more trucks over there, so I'm sure that they have trucks coming in. There's a lot of trucks over there, actually. Cool. I want to go to Salt Lake City. I'll be ready in about 5 to 6 weeks, so I'll call you up tomorrow. Awesome. Salt Lake City, man. I wish I had some friends over there. I could tell you who's good and how good your training's going to be. But I'm not in Salt Lake City, and I haven't trained over there. From what I hear, those guys in the admin over there say that they're the best training there is. They do it the right way. So you'll be getting trained the right way, whatever that is. Scene says, hello, I'll be in Springfield on Monday for orientation and PSD. Very excited to start my journey. Thanks for all the awesome videos. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. And congratulations. And hopefully you did a lot of research before you chose Prime. But come on out here, man. I'm excited for you. The hardest part of your journey is going to be leaving your family, your job, your loved ones, everything to get on that Greyhound or that rental car or whatever to come here. That is the scariest part of this. Remember that. So once you get into that truck, don't be scared of the truck because you got past the hardest part. Now it's to learn it. So don't be scared to get in the truck. Get in the truck and just do it. Like Nike slogan, just do it. Trucking along with Curious says they come and go, and there are some real liars, and you need to tell the difference. Yeah, there is a lot of YouTubers that will make some stuff up, but for the most part, what I've been seeing here lately has been some good YouTube stuff, in my opinion. Prime didn't reopen the lease purchase, did they? Not that I've heard of. Yes, I got my hat, and it's at home for safekeeping. Cool. I'm glad you got your hat. I was wanting to make sure. My trucking venture said he got his, and I'm trying to remember the name. It's on my other phone, but the other guy I think got his too. Kenworth Ryder. He has a third truck coming too, he announced. Oh yeah, that's right. He does have a third truck coming. Han says he needs to start donating to Kiersey again. And Kirsty says Tyler is good in Salt Lake City. So has the hiring delayed or eased up? The hiring is there's still going to be a wait list, but for the most part, flatbed is hiring, tanker is hiring from what I hear again. So there's more divisions you can go to, and from what I understand, the class sizes are back up to 80. So that's a good sign. 80 people in each class coming in, it's going to start filling up again. Then we're going to run into a problem where we're backlogged again. Like my truck's filled up. Like I have a lot of students again. So I'm going to be here for a little while longer. I am doing more stuff here. I'm doing more loads and stuff like that here than I used to do. So I'm doing more Eco Shred, of course. Gotta love Eco Shred. I'll complain about it any day. But the Springfield team on the pad is better. Oh, I didn't say that. So Kirsty said the training team on the pad in Springfield is better than the one in Salt Lake City. I heard Prime took over an old Swift yard in Salt Lake when I drove for Not So Swift in 2002. The yard in Salt Lake was kind of a bad yard with no service. It's pretty much the same. Well, I can't say that because they just remodeled it or tore some building down, rebuilt it. So I hear the Salt Lake terminal's real nice. I've seen pictures of it. It looks real nice. But it was bad for a while. Like, I don't know whose ideal it was to dig the wash bay into the ground where you had to go through, like, down into the wash bay and through it. Like, I never got that. Like, there's curbs on both sides of your tire, and it's only about the size of your truck. Like, I really did not enjoy ever pulling into that wash bay. Sweet, I'm a Texas boy wanting flatbed. Hey, come with it. Texas has a lot of regional stuff in it for flatbed over there. So you got the Texas regional. You'll do great. Like, I wish I would have went flatbed whenever I first came in, because I would have probably just stayed on some Texas regional where I got home ever so often. Hiring for new goers getting a CDL, or is the veterans in trucking as well? See, as far as I know, it's hiring for everybody. Now the guys that have a CDL that are coming in, I hear that their waiting list is longer. Pittston is on top. Hey, I train in Pittston. Pittston's a nice terminal to train at. Like, it really is. I enjoy my time over there training in Pittston. And one thing I'll tell you about Pittston whenever I was over there training there is the guys that you take out driving, they are getting a ton more experience. There's a lot of hills, up and down, curves. I mean, you can put somebody through some work in Pittston on drives. Like, your first drive is harder than the first drive. The loop around Springfield is nothing compared to the first drive in Pittston. And that first drive in Pittston is like, at first I was looking at it and I was like, man, this don't look fun. It's a giant square. I went on it and I was all like, wow, some of this stuff is fun. So what I did is I just made it harder. So, I always have to, whatever route they ever give me, I always have to one up it, because I like to make stuff hard on my students. I believe that it makes them more strong. The harder I can be on my student with a drive, the more experience they're going to get. Like today, I took my student on a drive, and this dude is awesome dude. And like, we went up this hill and straight down it, and it was straight down, and it's like a roller coaster on that thing. So like, we went down that hill and he was all like, and I was all like, dude, you're fine. Just go straight, man. You're fine. Just chill. Just relax. But we finished that road, and I was all like, "How you feel now?" He goes, "I feel confident now. I feel good with my driving." We got to bigger lanes. He was all like, "I like these lanes. There's a lot of room in these lanes." So like, I kind of like to make it hard on them at first, and then I feel like they get more comfortable in the easier situations. Sean says it took me about a month of putting in my application to getting an orientation date, so it's not too bad. Okay, yeah. So, how recent was that? Valley. Richard in Pittston really helped me when I was new and struggling. Is Richard Brock in Pittston, or is that a different Richard? I mean, is Richard Brock still in Pittston? Yeah, he's still in Pittston. I'm tripping. I read that wrong. I thought she was talking about Salt Lake City earlier, so I thought she was saying Richard is in Salt Lake City. But you're exactly right. Richard over there in Pittston is a great guy. He helps you. He backs his trainers, and like I enjoyed working under him as in Pittston over there on that training pad. I really did. Like he would bring me into the office, and he would all the time he'd tell me, he goes, "You get to work before me, and you don't leave till after I leave." He goes, "And you do this every single day." And I said, "Look, man, I just do whatever it takes to get my students to pass. Like, that's all I do. I just give them my all." And he's all like, "Man, that is crazy how much work you put in." He was always real happy with me. Like, it made me feel good. I wasn't doing it for his approval. I was just doing that's like my normal work hours. I work like 12 hours a day. It's normal. Do all the wash bays suck, or is it just Salt Lake City? No, man. Most of the wash bays, they're okay. I can't really say that they don't suck, because the thing is, I go through them, and sometimes my truck is still dirty after I've been through them. So I will pull around and go through it again, and I'll be like, "Hey, dude, are you not getting all the bugs out my grill?" So I think a lot of them are kind of not so great, but actually here in Springfield they have been doing a lot better. I only had bugs in my hood last week. This week they did a good job cleaning it, but last week they did not. William says, "I'm a disabled firefighter, can drive now, but enjoy the videos here in Georgia." So, can't drive now, but I enjoy the videos. Well, thank you for your service out there fighting the fires, and sorry you can't drive. But yeah, definitely I appreciate you watching my videos, dude. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, Richard is the manager of operations now. He took a promotion. The guys he used to answer to him now. Yeah, whenever I started, Richard was also here in Springfield. He pretty much did what the in-house guys do now. He was like D and Z and them. He took us on a walk around, showed us the terminal, stuff like that. Han says, "Question, is the Thomas guy who's flatbed a YouTuber as well?" Not yet. So we've been talking about it. And hopefully it's coming soon, because I would like to get my brother over here. I would like to get my brother out here making these videos, and I would like to get a flatbedder that's out here just with training. Have a flatbedder out here, let y'all know what's going on with training. That way some of the flatbedder guys, they don't have to come to my channel and be like, "I'm going to ask this reefer guy that doesn't do no work except for lift some landing gear that are hard work." Those landing gears are hard work. But the reefer guy, he don't over there swinging doors. Those are heavy doors. and they got an alloy lock on them, and that alloy lock is heavy. But those non-working reefer drivers don't know nothing about flatbed. But I got some flatbed questions. Go to Tennessee flatbedder, especially whenever that channel opens up. I'm working on them though. William says, thank you for what y'all do. Hey, anytime. We just try to get the knowledge out here, really, is what we like to do. We like to get some of the knowledge out here, maybe inform some people what's going on out here. And sometimes I just put out videos of like random stuff. Like the other day I said, hey, I'm going to put out a video of my gaming system, because people think that they come out here and their days of video gaming is over. So, you know, your days of video games aren't over. There's a lot of people out there that video game and watch TV and stuff like that. Pretty much whatever you enjoy in your house, you can enjoy in the truck. Make it as comfortable as you can, because you're going to live in there. Any idea how much downtime pay is? I'm down with a lease truck for some time, and I'm having to stay in a hotel. I don't know the exact downtime pay. That's a good question that you need to get with your fleet manager. Your fleet manager is going to be in charge of that, or you need to get with Road Assist on that. They can also tell you that. How does it work being a YouTuber and having a student on the truck? It's not bad. Now, like sometimes they see me on YouTube and I'll get a student that's all like, yes, I got Twisted Big D. And then I'm like, get ready, because I'm going to be a nightmare. Don't think I'm as laid back as you see on the videos, because some reason people think that I'm laid back on the videos. I take them out for their first drive and they're all like, oh my gosh, you're hardcore. I'm like, yeah, man. But like, as long as you're not, like, if you're gonna have YouTube and you're gonna have students on the truck, you don't have your students videotape you. You don't have your students, like, if your student doesn't want to be on camera, you have to keep them off camera. You know, there's a lot of stuff like that, and I really try not to have my students on my camera too much, unless they just pass their CDL test and maybe give me a little video after your test. Like, how was things? How was the food here? Did you like the terminal? How were the people? Were you treated good, with respect? Stuff like that. Just to let people know, like, hey, this prime is, people treat you good here. Trucking along with Kirsty says, I need to interview you guys too. I do pretty good interviews and in-depth questions. I shoot. You might ask me something that I answer and I might not want to say it. Like in-depth questions. Man, I don't ask in-depth questions. I need to start writing out questions. That way when Thomas is over here, I'm going to give him a quiz. So this ratchet strap holds this much weight. It's rated at this, but you have something that weighs this much and it's tilted on this side. I'm going to have to be better at interviewing. And Kirsty, we need to get Kirsty over here and be on this right here, this studio, so she can see how ghetto my studio is, with my plastic computer desk and my lights blinding you in the face. Mo's trucking journey. See, I've been watching Mo's too, and he's already upgraded. Or actually, he finished his TNT miles. He says, hey, I'm on a flight now, flying to Springfield to start my upgrade. Bro, get off the phone, man. You cannot be on the phone in an airplane, dude. Be safe. Or I don't know. I've never been on an airplane, though, but I see all those videos of people are all like, no cell phone use in the airplane. It might crash or something. Like, I wouldn't be on my cell phone. Good evening, Twisted Big D. Good evening. How's it going? Welcome to the live of craziness. We're just talking about whatever. Kirsty, get out of line. We'll just lock her in a trailer. Oh, somebody's gamer tag from Call of Duty. I haven't had much time to play Call of Duty. I don't have the new Call of Duty, actually. Wombats. What's going on, Wombats? I've done reefer drive-in and some oversized trucking. What's the best strategy to get the truck that you prefer? If you're going company, there's no strategy. You're going to get what you get. Straight up. You're going to get what you get. If you're going lease, you're going to get whatever's available on the list pretty much. They're going to give you like 3 trucks and they're going to be like, pick it. They could be all 3 yellow internationals. So there's not really a trick to it. Tough love is what it takes sometimes. Hey Mo, come see me on the pad too, man. I would like to get to meet you. Tough love is what it takes sometimes. Yeah, sometimes it is what it takes. How do you get booked with students already, Big D? Students, it has to be before you get here. So if you're already here, it's not going to work out. But if you put my driver code on your application as a referral and you hit me up before you get here, like most people hit me up on that phone number that is down in my description. They hit me up on that and they tell me the exact date they're going to be here, and I try to make sure I have a spot for them on the truck if possible. So that's kind of how it works, because the guy over at the computer, he looks up on the system. He's all like, oh, this guy put you down for a referral. Oh, and he has your name right here on the application, and then they put you with me. That's kind of how it works, but it has to be on those 2 things. And then I go in there before you even get to Springfield, and I'm all like, hey, this guy's coming in the class this week. I'm going to be the one that trains him. I'm going to test out this guy, and he will replace him. It's kind of how it works. It's a little bit more jumping through hoops than that, but pretty much how it works. I'm going to be a flatbed. We know you're going to be a flatbedder. At least you have a studio set on my floor. Yeah, you got 2 couches there. It looks like some backroom couch casting call kind of thing going on with a pink light in the background. I don't know if I want to be on that channel. You might attack me or something. Should be like, hey, here comes the chloroform. Psh, go sleep on the couch. Hey, but it looks nice in there with that light and everything. It really does. Hans, does Prime give you a choice of trainers, as in smoker or non-smoker? Yes, they give you a choice if you want a smoker trainer, if you want a non-smoker, if you want somebody that vapes. If you don't care, you can put that on there. They also ask you if you're okay with a male trainer or a female trainer, or does it matter? So they do try to help you out there. Not a lot of flatbed stuff on Prime YouTube. I'm telling you, man, Tennessee flatbedder, you have it down, man. Yeah, you're going to look. He says, I'm getting there. I see a lot of Prime Drivers football logos or other logos on the tractor. Are they lease ops or company drivers? They can be either. It doesn't matter if you're company or lease. Whatever you pay for, Stars and Stuff. I always mess up the name. Stars and Stuff, or is it Stars and Stripes? Or is it Stripes and Stuff? Whatever the name of that place is over there by the terminal. If you pay for it, they'll put it on there. That way your truck can be unique. So I was going to put my name, I was going to put Twisted across the bottom of my truck, but I decided that I wanted to save my money. Really, honestly, I wanted to save my money. I'm testing out a guy tomorrow, so what I should do is take his trifecta money I got from him and just put it on the sticker on the side of my truck. I don't know. You can ask me a jump and I'll say how high. That's funny. I'll be there in class tomorrow. I would love to meet you. If you're at the pad, I learned a lot from you. Awesome. Yeah, I'll be at the pad tomorrow. I test a guy first thing in the morning. So first thing in the morning, I test somebody, and then I'll be out there on one of the pads. So look for a green truck, and I'm gonna be out there. There's the name of it, Stripes and Stuff. So I was close. Oh look, Kenworth says it too. They got a little sticker right beside every driver's door that says it, and I just can't remember it. I just put my stickers on my truck. Man, look, Thomas, we messed it up, man. I said Stars and Stripes too. It is Stripes and Stuff. All right, Kiersey, have fun. They're calling her. So she must be in a dock waiting for them to load or unload her, and she just got the call to go in. So she got some detention pay. Where's Primetime Fitz? You great trainers. I I don't know where he is. Honestly, I have not talked. Primetime Fitz has been back for like 5 or 6 days and has not said a word to me. No, I take that back. As he passed me today, he said, "What's up?" I was busy on my phone and did not realize he was talking to me, so that's my fault. But he hasn't really talked to me since he's been back. He's been busy. Like, he's a busy person. He's always like this. What's going on? Let me fix that. And then he does some stuff and he tries to get it fixed. Then his phone rings again and he's all like, hey, so he's a busy man. Like, he is always taking care of problems. Like, a lot of people call him a lot to get advice and get help. So like, he fixes a lot of problems. Like, he has a lot of pull out there. Like, he knows who to call to get stuff fixed. But he's on his phone a lot. Are you excited winter's over? Man, I can't wait to winter to be over. It's still getting cold out there. I think tomorrow's the first day I'm going to attempt to go to work in shorts. I miss wearing those basketball shorts out there. I am tired of wearing sweatpants. I'm so tired of wearing sweatpants. I wore jeans 3 days in a row. So like, I was like, I'm just sick of sweatpants. Like, I'm tired of sweatpants. I'm wearing sweatpants today, but that's only because it was cold outside this morning. And I'm ready for that summer weather. I'm ready to get out there and have some fun in the day. And I felt like I was going to get sunburned today out there. I'm surprised I didn't. Really. Who knows? I might be a little bit sunburned, but I was out there standing in the sun for a while and it got warm this afternoon. I think it's supposed to get windy tomorrow. I think it's supposed to get windy, but I think the temperatures are going to be warm for a little while. So, it's going to be good. This is about the time that we start getting all the guys in that want to be here during summer to learn how to drive. Jeffrey says, being in Springfield, have you spent much time at the Bass Pro? Yeah, I go to the Bass Pro probably like, I want to say like twice a year. I go to that Bass Pro and I'll walk around. Usually one of the times I'm there, I'm going to go to the aquarium. That's a nice aquarium, nice walk-through aquarium. For some of y'all that didn't know, Bass Pro Shops started right here in Springfield in a liquor store called the Brown Derby, and we still got the Brown Derbies here. So it started in a Brown Derby, and he wanted from the way the story goes that they tell over there at the Bass Pro is he wanted to sell his tackle in the beer store, in the liquor store, because he said people like to drink. People that like to drink like to fish. So he started selling tackle and stuff there, started making a lot of money, and boom, opened up a bigger store and a bigger store and made more and more money. And look at him now. He owns a lot of stuff. Peg leg says, I'm sitting here in tank top and 70-degree weather with a cold Colorado Kool-Aid. Man, you are just living it up in your parents' house setting, man. Your dad's going to come home, his liquor cabinet's going to be empty. You're going to be sleeping over there on the couch. Does Prime Inc. have a dress code while at a shipper? Flip-flop shorts, wife beater shirt, etc. No, like we don't got I have not ever heard of a dress code, but it's common sense on what you should and shouldn't wear. Like you're representing the company in a way, so you need to be, t-shirt, shorts, like that's fine, but don't be sloppy with it. Don't have the like cut up shirt that has holes all over it that you've been wearing for like 2 years, that has like last week's mustard stain on it next to this week's ranch stain that hasn't been washed in between. Like, don't be wearing that. That's disgusting. Go take a shower, bro. Like, don't be like looking horrible. Like, I'll wear my I'm a flip flop wearer. Like, I will wear them sometimes. Sometimes I like wearing my sneakers. Sometimes I like wearing flip flops. But like for the most part, we don't really have a dress code, but you know what you should be wearing and you know what you should not be wearing. So when you're done with TNT and you are going company, do you know if we get to choose truck type? Lightweight, full size, also company drivers removing the passenger seat. Company guys can remove that passenger seat. They can take it to detail and they will remove it. As for you picking a truck, no, you're not going to be able to pick a truck. Now, if you want a lightweight for some odd reason, you want a lightweight over a full size, I would tell my fleet manager that, and he could send an email to Success Leasing, and they're will be more than happy to give you a lightweight, because really nobody else wants that lightweight. So, if you want a lightweight, that's the way to do it. Now, as for full size versus lightweight, if you don't want the lightweight, you cannot get a full size over a lightweight. There's conditions that will warrant you to get a condo, and that is if you have a teammate, you will get a condo. If you're going to have your wife on the truck with you, you're going to get condo. And then when you become a trainer and you start training, you're going to be in a condo. So like you can get a condo those ways. More than likely, you're going to end up with whatever they have on the lot, and some people, like those trucks are supposed to be road ready when you get them. So Success Leasing is supposed to make sure that those trucks are road ready when you get them. And right now there is somebody at the terminal that's been there like a week getting his truck ready, and like I don't know, it's probably been over a week, but his truck had to go to Freightliner. It needs to go to the tire shop. It had to go to the tire shop before it could go to Freightliner, and then it has to come back here, get alignment. Like that's a lot of stuff. It's kind of like they need to make sure those trucks are better. Oh, thanks for knowing what Colorado Kool-Aid is. Colorado Kool-Aid, huh? Well, Thomas, I can't hear you. If it's not in a video on your YouTube, I can't hear you on that flatbed answer. Mr. Flatbed. No, Thomas. Tennessee Flatbedder says, on the flatbed side, you should dress for the job. Yeah, Thomas is taking guys out there with some nice shoes. Like, I'd be looking at these guys. I'm all like, Thomas, you're gonna take that guy out with those nice Jordans on to pick up that load and stuff. He goes, that's all the shoes he got. Then they come back and that dude's shoes are dirty and ruined. I'm like, oh no. Like messing up some nice shoes. Let's see. Okay, the reason I was asking is exercise bike needs, instead of the fridge and the passenger seat, would be solo company. So you want to put an exercise bike on the truck. Just get a bicycle, right? People put the bicycles on the deer guard. Just put a bicycle on the deer guard and ride that sucker around. Well, I guess in the cold it wouldn't be too fun. But I kind of see your point. They got those little pedal ones that you can set in the seat and pedal. Yeah, Tennessee flatbedder. He's not wearing no sandals. You'll see him in boots. No, I take that back. He has a really nice pair of DCs that he wears. He has the black and purple Black Sabbath DCs that he wears, and they were looking nice. Or they still are looking nice. So he wears those. Is the hiring freeze still in effect? No. I'm not going to say no. I know that, and I don't even think that it was a real hiring freeze. It's just that they limited the number of people in the class. So I really don't think it was necessarily a hiring freeze. It was more of slowing down the numbers coming in. And what it was trying to do is it was the flatbed side. There I go. The TNT side had a stack of people that had no trainers and that were sitting around the TNT trainers all had students on their trucks. So they were trying to get that taken care of, bring that list down, because the PSD list was like, people were coming in here, and that TNT list just kept growing and growing and growing, and the TNT list could never come back down. So what it was slow down that side to get that side caught up, and then we'll be good. So I guess we kind of brought that side down. It's going to get filled back up. It happens. All I can see them doing it from now is dropping the amount of miles that you do on TNT. That's kind of the only thing I could see that would kind of fix that. Does Tennessee Flatbedder have an actual channel? Oh, here we go again. No, he does not, but he needs one. He needs one. Yeah, y'all tell him, man. Y'all tell him. I want to see after this live is over with, put it in the comments. Like, start putting Tennessee Flatbedder, we want a channel, and just have the list lined up. That way tomorrow, whenever I come to work and he hops in my truck like we do every morning, because like I'll be out there playing my game on my phone, setting in the truck, and he'll come in, jump in. Sometimes I forget to unlock the door, so I have to be like, click, 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 and he'll jump in. I can be like, pause this game. Look at this list of people that say that you need your own channel. Where you at, bro? You already got people asking for you. Thomas is a great guy, though, man. Y'all would really enjoy his channel. Like, he has a different outlook on the world. So, like, he's really cool. Like, Thomas is a lot about respect. So, like, that's what I'm gonna say. Like, he's a lot about respect and family and good morals, and he's like really respectful. And then he's a little bit like me. I'm a little bit twisted. I'm a little bit twisted. I like some stuff that people don't like. Oh, look. We couldn't hear Thomas again. We couldn't hear Tennessee Flatbedder. We couldn't hear him again. But look at that. He said flatbedders get condos. So if you don't want a lightweight, don't go flatbed, is what he's saying. I mean, if you don't want a lightweight, go flatbed. That's what he's saying. Prime has 5 million YouTubers out there. Yeah, they do. But I think a lot of people can see through the fog, is what I'm going to say. So a lot of people can see through the fog of most of these YouTube channels and decide for themselves, is this a genuine YouTube that's like telling me the truth, or is this guy just talking it up to get me to come here, you know? So like if you see a YouTuber, like they got their wad of cash out and they're all like, dang, I can't even do it. They're all like, look at all this money. Look at all this money I'm making trucking. I'm not making that many hundreds in a row like that. That's a lot of hundreds in a row. He saved up a long time to do that. Like those guys that say, man, trucking, I just paid cash for my truck, or, you know, I just paid cash for my house, or I just paid cash for my sports car. Some guys do that, but they don't have all the bills that me and you have, you know? So you got to look at stuff like that. Like you're flexing a lot of cash and you flexing on people. We kind of know that that's a little bit far-fetched. I'm subscribed to 2 YouTubers. Rest are kind of boring. Hansa's subscribed to Kiersey and David H. Or Driver Lineup. Oh, Freight Skater has some videos about flatbed work. Yes, he does. Freight Skater, it like whenever I think what's crazy is I've never even seen flatbedder Freight Skater. I never even seen his channel until we did the hot chip challenge over here and I caught on fire and I threw up and I was not having it. But I never even seen his channel before they showed me. They're all like, look, this guy ate it. 2 of them. 2 of them came in his package. He ate those and ate the hot chips on top of that. So I had to go check this guy out. And he has a great channel. Million Mile Man. I want to meet Million Mile Man sometime. I keep telling him that too. I want to meet him. Is there a difference between a CDL test in Missouri and the other terminals? Not really. For the most part, it's the same pretty much. In Pittston, you have to do a full pre-trip. That's the difference. You have to do all of the pre-trip. In Springfield, you get you can get a full pre-trip, or you can get just one of the compartments. You know, that's a little bit different. And then the Salt Lake City terminal, their pre-trip is a little bit different. It goes into like some extra stuff, like a build-up test. It has a lot of extra stuff in there. If I was testing in Salt Lake City, though, I wouldn't even put the rest of that stuff in there because it wouldn't fail me. Like all the extra stuff you have to memorize, I would just be like, hey, just do this pre-trip, man. Just get it over with. Take a couple points by missing a few small things. You don't need all that extra stuff to memorize. That's a lot more stuff to memorize. But as for the backing tests and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure that they all use the same point system. I haven't heard of none of them being different. The drives are different because the areas are different, of course. You're not going to drive down Kearney Street in Pittston on your test, you know? Or what's the other road right there? Mayfair? Is it Mayfair? Or Packard. Anyways, those roads are not the same over there in Pittston or Salt Lake City. There's different names. You're driving on different roads. They don't have the same they don't have a dealership right across the street, or different stuff like that. There's a lot of youngsters making videos. They care more about content than safety. Here today, gone tomorrow. Yeah, and you're seeing it, like the life expectancy of some of these YouTubers right now is very short. because sometimes I see some and then they're gone the next day. I used to like Trucker Nene, but she disappeared. Yes, she did disappear. Driver lineup has hung his hat. He announced it that he's not driving anymore. Yes, I seen that. I watched that. And technically he didn't announce that he's not driving no more. He said that he could still do a load every 30 days. So technically if he did a load every 30 days, like go pick up something and bring it to the yard, pick up a load at the yard and deliver it in Springfield, like that stuff still counts. As long as he had a trip number on it. So really he technically he could still work here. He could still do a load every 30 days and take care of business. Han says, I'll drive till I die, probably. Hey, I say it all the time. I'm going to train till I die. That's what I say. I don't see myself not training. You know, we had a lot of trainers that passed away last year and this year. Like it's been crazy. Like I joke about that. I'm going to train till I die, but you know, I don't want to really like still be working here whenever I die. I would like to retirement. I would like to see some retirement and then die. You know, we lost a lot of good people this year. Kenworth says Hans, she was on during Matt's. She focused on being an owner op, not a YouTuber. Kenworth is about to start driving for Prime. And well, he technically drives for Prime. He's probably done a load or two with his trainer. His trainer's pretty good at doing loads. I would think that all CDL tests would require a full pre-trip. I know it's a dawdling task, but it needs to know it to be safe when first starting in trucking. Yeah, I wish it was too. Honestly, it would be cool to have like it would be better if everyone had the exact same pre-trip test. Like you're gonna do the full thing. Because like a lot of people, they kind of put off the studying their pre-trip. If you told them you have to learn all of this by the end of your training, I think people would focus on it more. Because I don't ever remember having a problem with somebody studying pre-trip in Pittston. They all learned it pretty quick, real quick. I mean, super quick, and they had the whole thing to do. So I don't ever remember telling anyone, hey, your pre-trip's horrible. Study it more. Over here, I got to tell some people that their pre-trip are horrible and they need to study it more. Oh, Kenworth Rider, you don't need a test on Sunday, man. You look at the weather on Sunday, you need a test on Monday. Look at this. Should have checked your weather. Kenworth, I don't think you're going to test on Sunday because I don't think your trainer works on Sundays, but I could be wrong. Let's see here. Let's load this up. I'm telling you, Sunday is not a good day. Sunday's not a good day to test. Daily. Sunday, 80% chance of rain. Sunday is 80% chance. Saturday's going to be windy. All day windy Saturday. That's great. But Sunday is going to be 80% chance of rain. You might have some fun in it. What happened with driver lineup? He went to do his own thing that makes him happy, and he's going to be happy, and he's doing his own thing. Oh man, I don't want to say it wrong, but there's a word that starts with a P. It's what he's going to be doing. Man, I don't know what it is. I try to look at it, figure it out. I don't know. It looked like a video racing game or something. I don't know what it is. But it's over my head, I'll tell you that. Good luck. To 2 loads. Do you make much money on YouTube? On YouTube, I'm a small channel, so I'm not. I make about. I can tell you. Look, watch. I'm an open book. I'll tell you. I'm not one of those people that hide it. Let's go to revenue on here. So let's see. Let's start with the first day that I ever got. Whenever I got monetized, November, $130, 76 cents. December, $131.25. January, $130.98. February, $114.91. March, $138.63. April, $73.25. So we'll just round it all up. $150 a month. That's what I make. And honestly, I don't cash it out. I don't cash that money out. That money goes to Google AdSense and it just sits there. Like I haven't cashed it out. Number one is I don't want to pay taxes on it. So I haven't cashed it out because I don't want to pay taxes on it. If I cash it out, then like I'm running a business and I'm going to have to pay taxes on it. I don't really want to mess with taxes. Someday I will, but right now I haven't messed with it. You went from McLean and one tire run from Quincy, Illinois. Okay, so you did a tire run in McLean Low. Let's see, where was I at? Who has the best non-ghetto gaming setup in trucking that you're aware of? Non-ghetto. Oh man, shots fired. Start in Pittston in a few weeks, and I'm already studying pre-trip. That's the best thing to do. Get ahead of it. The CDL pre-trip in Texas, you do the engine bay, and then you draw either ABC or D. That's the different sections of the trailer or truck. You can end up getting the entire thing, but it's random. See, have you ever had a blowout tire? I blew one on a scale in Arizona. Wow, that must have been fun. Yeah, I've had blown out tires before. Most of the time, I find my tires before they blow out, and like whenever I'm over the road, I get them fixed. But yeah, tires blow out. It happens. I had one of my tire loads this week. The valve stem was leaking. Got the valve stem fixed, and then we were pretty much back to the terminal, and I guess the tire blew out or something, or I don't know what happened, but you could hear the pop. Pow! I was like, what was that? Did you run over something? And I was checking the mirrors. I was like, I don't see nothing. Well, hey, we're pretty much there, so like pull in and shake the tire. And it was still on the bead was still on the rim, but it was just low. Like I don't know if that thing shot the valve stem out or what it was, but I was like, I'll put it in the report when I filled out the trailer inspection form and say, hey, this trailer needs to get fixed before it's reloaded. Yeah, you're right. Had many a blowout. The fear is the steer tire. And a lot of you guys, we tell y'all when y'all are driving, 2 hands on the wheel, 2 hands on the wheel. The reason we have 2 hands on the wheel is because when that steer tire blows, that thing is going to be the scariest thing ever from what I heard. Like I hear that it's going to come down, the rim's going to hit the ground, boom, it's going to jerk that wheel. You got to be ready for it. You got to have that fight in you. You're going to fight it. And then I hear it's going to level out the truck, and the truck's going to keep it off the ground for a little while. But as soon as that rim touches that ground again, yank. And like people flip trucks all the time because steer tires blow out. So like it's something to be careful with. Everyone hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button. Maybe hopefully I get 20 likes on this video. Well, I don't know. How many likes am I at? I say 20. I might have 20. Yeah, smash the likes. Blitz Week's coming. For anyone that doesn't know about Blitz Week, it is the week that all the scales are open and they pull you in there like crazy. So Blitz Week is coming. I have 15 likes, so hopefully I get 5 more. It says 15 on my screen. 5 more likes. My old truck is ready for pickup. It's all fixed up. Jesus takes the wheel. He was doing TNT. I hope I'm back. I don't know what I did right there. I clicked a button or something. Please tell me I'm back. But Jesus takes the wheel. He was doing TNT, and his student was on an icy road, and my student, he kind of slid on the ice, kind of jackknifed it. He did jackknife it, so he hit the trailer. The trailer hit the side of the truck, but he recovered it. Didn't flip over. Nobody was hurt. Like, he did good in it. So, he kind of, now the truck hit the trailer, so it kind of messed it up. So Jesus takes the wheel, got his truck fixed. I mean, it was pretty bad. They took it up to the Salt Lake City yard, got some work done on it, got the trailer taken care of, got the trailer delivered, and got his truck somewhat fixed up there, patched up, and then I guess he got it fixed here. So steer tire blows, hit the throttle, do not hit the brakes. I've heard that too. Where did I go? I don't know. I clicked the little button on the side of the mouse and it made me go back a screen and it said, "Do you want to enter the studio?" And I clicked enter the studio and I came back. My bad. I was like, "Oh no, nobody can hear me no more." Ooh, I got 20 likes. See, all I had to do was disappear and come back and I got 20 likes. Yeah, Jesus Takes the Wheel said just costly, but it wasn't the cost of his life. So, dude did good. Guy is Jesus. Did he upgrade? Did he upgrade now, or is he still with you? Hopefully, he got an upgrade. He was one of my good students too. I told Jesus, I said, "Hey, take this guy. He's a good student. He was a good student. He's going to do great out here, man. The dude knows his stuff." I say he's eager to learn. Well, I didn't put him on Jesus' truck. Jesus matched up with him is what happened. And Jesus called me, "Guess who I got on my truck?" And I was like, cool. When my steer tires go, I hit the boost button and picks up the front end. A steer tire blows out means a visit to the proctologist and have a seat removed from your, yeah. Steer tires are not fun to play with, and it is my pet peeve for my steer tire in my truck to hit a curb, because when you hit your steer tires on the curb, you curb a steer tire, you're weakening it, and any tire from that matter. You start weakening that tire, and my truck the other day when my student hit that curb hard with my steer tire, and it was like, I just got those tires. Those are brand new tires. And I was like, "You hit my truck tire, my steer tire on the curb. Like, this is a brand new tire." I was not happy. But he knows I wasn't like truly serious. Like, I'm serious though. Don't hit my steer tire on the, but like I wasn't gonna really give him too bad of a hard time on it. Still on home time. He cleared. They just haven't called him in yet. Man, tell him to start hitting up the fleet manager. But that's good. He cleared, so hopefully they call him pretty soon. I blew a steer tire once in my life. Flashed my eyes before my life flashed before my eyes. It was exactly like you said. Fiberglass fenders went flapping in the air. I let out of the accelerator and rolled into the shoulder. Yeah, see, it's from what I hear is scary. I hope I never go through that. And even worse than that, I hope my students not driving when we go through that on this very first day driving. 19%. Get your phone on a charger, man. They make chargers that have cords. You don't have to have all that technology where you lay your phone on it and it wirelessly charges. Going live next week with Twisted Flatbedder. Hey, I'm down. Next week, next Thursday. If you're down, Flatbedder, we can do another live together, either through the screen to screen or at the house. It doesn't matter to me. Hey guys, I'm gonna get out of here. It's been over an hour. Any questions y'all might have, go ahead and write them down. What next week, Thursday, I'm gonna be back. So I'm trying to get back on the routine of every Thursday night doing this live, coming and chatting with y'all and doing questions and answers for anyone that has some possible questions that need answering. But I am definitely out of here for the day. So peace. I gotta be up in the morning early for my students' test. Like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell. Get my latest lives. Get my newest videos. Also, in the description, there's a link to fill out an application and get my recruiter. My recruiter's good. Don't forget to drop that referral code, COXDJO. Also, my phone number is 417-894-8090.